All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wimbledon, and we've got the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal day, and a little bit of yesterday, because we've still got Zverev taking on Lehechka. He's got finished today. And, yeah, see who plays Fritz out of Zverev Lehechka. That was 3-all in the third, so they're 2 sets to love to Zverev, so it's getting almost over. But we're starting with Sinner taking on Struff, probably out of all the matches, the least interesting one. Unless you're a Sinner fan, then it's probably really interesting. But I think out of the 4 potential, I mean, even Lehechka Fritz is a good match, even if it's not Zverev Fritz. I think out of the 4, I mean, Caboli's Ferry's more interesting because Caboli in a quarterfinal of Wimbledon and Ferry being the local makes it more interesting. Struff versus Sinner, the head-to-head's one-sided. Yeah, Struff's been tough. Serving is going to be interesting, but yeah, I think out of the 4, this one's probably the most predictable, right? The one that we think, oh, this is going to straight set Sinner, maybe a tiebreak. But we've also got Pegula versus Gauff coming up in about 30 minutes as well. That is a banger. That's a real, I mean, that could have been the final, right? That's proper top 10 what we're here to see. But how are we doing, Chad? Are we ready? Are we ready to get this? We're on the set. We're past, we're second week now. We're really into the second week. Pegula Gauff is enough 5 for today. Yeah, that's coming up. That's going to be coming up real soon. And then, of course, we've got Djokovic taking on FAA. We're going to watch the rest of the Zverev match. And then also we've got the match between, after this Sinner match, we've got the match between Mukova and Osaka. And chat, I bitch about the schedule all the time, you know. You know how it is. God, this schedule sucks. I hate, why are Wimbledon... I know why they're doing it, but why are they doing it? At what cost, right? At what cost for the fans are they doing this shit? Because, come on. Put 3 matches on center court and 1 match on court 1 and put a bunch of doubles, or put some, champions match on where you get, Leighton Hewitt playing with, Baghdadis and Tommy Haas and whatever. Do that. Entertain the crowd on court 1. Don't give them 2 quarterfinals. That's center court shit. And I don't like that they're all on the same time either. I mean, every other tournament, pretty much every other tournament in the world, 250, 500, 1000s, other Grand Slams, they don't put all the quarterfinals on at the same time. They put them on 1 court and they go back to back to back. But Wimbledon just don't do that. They just decide to put 2 over there and 2 over here, and they all play at the same time, which is really, it's great for the people that are there. It's terrible for everybody else. They're not going to change after all these. I think Wimbledon have only just started doing this. I think this is a recent idea to be putting because I remember it used to. I'm sure not even that long ago. It used to be 1 match was on court 1 and then 3 matches on center court. And the 3 matches on center court were obviously the more interesting ones. The one on court 1 was whatever. And in this case, the center match should be on court 1, and you should be putting Mukova Osaka on center court because that's more interesting in my opinion. I'm sure that they didn't do this back in. Let me have a look. 2021. Oh no, they did it back in 2021. They went 2-2. What is it? 2019 maybe. We've been watching this. We've been watching Wimbledon since 2019. But then again, I didn't watch everything in 2019. I was not watching as much as I watch now. Maybe it has been like that forever. Yeah, it has. It's been like that for a long time. God, it's just stupid though. It's so dumb. So bad. I hate it. But we're going to cover it all anyway. It's just going to all be at the same time. Then a little bit of a mess, but that's fine. They've been doing this since as far back as 2000. Yeah, okay. Well, it's bad. It's bad. All right. They can look. Things can change, right? We got rid of lines, people. Italians really stepping up in tennis. Yeah, Italians are dominating tennis right now. It's crazy. Italians are taking over. I think Sinner wins in straights, 2 tiebreaks. Yeah, I reckon we're going to go. This could be like the Bublik versus Fritz match, which actually was really disappointing. That match was supposed to be way better than it was. I think this match is going to be probably maybe a tiebreak. Struff gets it to a tiebreak, but I think Sinner gets in straights. I mean, yeah, if Sinner lost a set, would be losing our minds. And Sinner's playing first thing in the morning. It is hot. Well, it's not first thing in the morning. It's 1 in the afternoon, but it is hot out there as well. So I think it's by design that he's first. I wonder if they are. I wonder with the schedule today, with Djokovic being on court 1, center court. We know that Sinner, when he asked at the French, he asked to be first on so he could avoid the heat. Didn't work. But I wonder if part of the reason why Sinner's the number 1 and the defending champion is on court 1 and not on center court is because that he doesn't want to be on center court. He wants to be, because otherwise he'd have to play later, right? Because Djokovic and FAA are going to start at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Where it's going to be super, like probably the hottest, right? So I wonder if Sinner, again, this is kind of like the French Open where Sinner's requested to be first, because they've probably gone to him and gone, you've got 2 spots. Do you want to play in the afternoon after the girls, the women's match? Or do you want to play the first match on court 1 at 1 o'clock? And he's probably thinking earlier better, right? You don't want to play later. The only reason you want to play later is if the Zverev match goes for 5 sets and then you get to play at 8 o'clock. You start at 8, but that's too much of a risk, But we'll see. I don't know if they're going to close the roof. They didn't close the roof at Roland Garros for the heat, so we'll see whether or not the roof gets shut at all today or at all. But it is supposed to get warmer this week. We knew that last week, so let's see. Did you see what you sent? What, just the schedule? Yeah. I'm not. The schedule is what it is tomorrow. Yeah. Schedule's the same as it is today, I think. Will Sinner start wilting in this heat? I don't think Struff's gonna. He's not playing a guy that's gonna make him wilt, if that makes sense. Struff's not gonna make him play long rallies, right? Struff's gonna hit big serves, and if he hits his spots, then yeah. Like Tommy Paul, right? Medvedev, which was supposed to be the match. Nakashima, those would have tested him physically more, I reckon. But Struff's going to serve well as long as Sinner serves well. It shouldn't be a long match. It shouldn't be a tiring match. It shouldn't be a physical match. It's probably a big serving match, right? Bit of an ace-off, bit of a serve bot kind of match. Sinner probably gets out of this in like maybe under 2 hours. A lot of big serves, right? So it's not it's probably a very good matchup for Sinner in the heat. Because he's not going to have to run around too much. He's just going to have to defend the serve, like return the serves. As long as he's returning well and he's serving well and keeping up with Struff, then he should get this win. With minimal running around, right? Would not have predicted Struff to be this far. Yeah, I mean, look, but Struff's game on grass kind of makes sense, right, that he's here. Once he beat Medvedev, it kind of opened everything up. Paul went down. That was... And I think we probably expected her... And Hurkacz should have been here. He got injured, right? And he was... I think... Was Hurkacz serving for the 4th to win the match? Or was he up in the 4th and had chances to win the match? Or was close to winning the match in the 4th, right? So Struff a little bit fortunate, but also he beat Medvedev, and Nakashima, but two guys that, we expected that would be here. It was a pretty interesting draw because, you had Ruud in here. Ruud wasn't going to do anything. Paul, who, made a final of grass event, obviously Hurkacz, Medvedev, and Nakashima were the guys that were going to, But then Struff, you go, yeah, well, Struff's got a massive serve. So, like, he fits the grass court mold, right? But let's see if Struff can push Sinner. That's the thing, right? I mean, can he make Sinner? Can he trouble Sinner? That is the question. Ferry surprised me as well. Yeah, I mean, he came out of nowhere. That whole section exploded when Shelton lost. So, I mean, Ferry beat the guy who beat Shelton, right? So that was where it all kind of started. And then he beat Dimitrov, who took out Berrettini, right? So that whole section just kind of exploded. And Dimitrov beat Menchik, right? So Menchik, Bergs, Humbert, Fils, and Shelton were all the guys we were focusing on. And then Dimitrov, I mean, that whole section was so stacked. Wawrinka was in there. Like, we knew that section was going to be crazy, but we didn't think that Ferry was going to get out of it. Like, that was not the, I mean, even Shimabukuro was there, right? He had a good grass season. So that whole section was stacked. It had 4 wild cards and 3 qualifiers in there. And none of the seeds made it out of the second round, which is insane. Only Fils and Menchik won their first round matches in that whole section. Shelton losing, I think if Shelton had won, Shelton would be here against Caboli. If Shelton had won his first round, he probably would have beaten Ferry in the second. He would have taken out Bergs, Dimitrov, and come here. I think that first match when Shelton lost, that had Shelton won that, I think Shelton would have been in the quarters. The way it played out, I think he would have beaten Ferry, taking his spot. Did I watch the USA Belgium? I didn't watch. I only watched the first goal and then I passed out. It was so satisfying to see. It was interesting. Fritz said he trained with Ferry in lockdown and Ferry beat him every time. Okay, fair enough. Have I watched Obsession? I've seen it twice, yes. I've seen it twice. It was that crazy. Steroid suspension just bothers me with Sinner. I can't help it. Yeah, but he got suspended, so... Right? I mean... It's not like he didn't get any punishment for testing positive. How hot will it be during the match, temperature-wise? I think it's going to be in the mid-30s, right? "13 hours in court." Yeah, Struff's played a lot of tennis. He's played a lot. Couple of 5-setters. So 3-0 in the head-to-head to Sinner, 1-0 on grass. That was in Halle a couple of months ago. Sorry, a couple of years ago. And it was a 3-setter on the grass. So that's good for Struff. A couple of tiebreaks for 2024. Sinner's gotten a lot better since then. Last year, we had Alcaraz Struff at Wimbledon, yeah. How did Alcaraz Struff play out? Did Alcaraz... Oh, it was 4 sets. Yeah, in the third round. And look, if we want to give Struff some more credit, right? We want to give him a bit more hope. Pick some of the guys who have beaten Sinner recently, right? Menchik, right? Bublik, right? A couple of those guys have beaten him on grass specifically. So, if Struff can serve well and maybe Sinner just isn't playing 100% what his best, maybe there is a shot. Even Borges in the second round, he pushed Sinner pretty hard in those first 2 sets. So, yeah, look, maybe if Struff can channel his inner Bublik, then maybe he can push Sinner a little bit. It'll come down to Sinner's serving. If Sinner serves the way he should, then he should be able to get through in tie breaks minimum. All right. Now we've got the ladies match coming up in about 20 minutes as well. So we've got the double header. So we'll chuck that on when it begins. And then we've got Lehechka versus Zverev part 2, which we can continue from yesterday, which might only be like 3 games, but still we'll finish that match from yesterday. And then on to Djokovic versus FAA, which is the most interesting match for me of the day because I don't know what to expect from FAA. It's a good opportunity for Felix to kind of go, yeah, I'm not number 4 for nothing, right? I think a lot of us look at the rankings and go, okay, who is number 4 when Djokovic isn't playing much? He's dropped down. Is it Shelton? Is it Demon? Or is it, is somebody else, right? FAA can kind of, show everyone, yeah, I'm number 4 in the world by winning this match and getting to the semifinals, right? All right, Struff to serve, but then Djokovic on grass and Djokovic at Wimbledon. He's won more matches than anybody for a reason. As we're backhand Sinner in the net, and Struff with a serve volley to start is 15 love. Struff serves again. A fault. Second serve. Into the forehand Sinner. Struff with the backhand of the forehand Sinner. Into the forehand Struff. Struff hits it long. And it's 15-0. And Struff serves again. And the forehand Sinner off the tape, the forehand Struff. Sinner forehand goes wide. 30-15. 30-15. Serve again. As we get a return. Goes long by Sinner. 40-15. By the way, Tony, just because I said I had margaritas doesn't mean they were alcoholic. 40-15. As we let chat trying to be detectives. Just relax. Just chill. 40-15. There's a backhand rally off the tape from Sinner's a winner. 40-30. 40-30. By the way, it was funny when Belgium did win. 40-30. As the return goes to the net. And it's 1-love to Struff. Okay. Oh, wait. Isn't it like 4 hours until kickoff for Argentina? Is that starting in 4 hours or is it starting later? You're amazing. Came to stay up so late. I don't know what I'm going to do when my sleep schedule goes back to normal, if it can ever go back to normal. I think I've been staying up all night for, oh God, probably since April. I think I've been sleeping during the day since Monte Carlo, right? Not all, but okay, let me just clarify so that people don't freak out and go, what the hell, you're going to die. So no, I've been staying up late. And like I might go to bed at 3 in the morning and then get up in the midday or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is not terrible. But like the last 2 weeks I've been going to bed at like 8 in the morning. That's different. But that's just how, what else am I going to do? So goes out by Struff, and it's 15 love Sinner. So I don't know what I'm going to do but I'm like, I always stay up late anyway. So even like I'm probably going to be staying up until 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning anyway. when this tournament ends. As we get a return now from Struff. Great return. 4-1 goes in from Sinner to the 4 to Struff. Struff hits it long. It's 30 love. 3.5 hours. All right. Good. Kudos to Mbappe, who hit back and called out Paraguayan senator for her despicable comment. I don't know what happened. I didn't see any of that. What happened? 30 love. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Night owl. Easily. Back in return. Goes long. 40 love. Messi or Ronaldo? Haaland. 40 love. Haaland boo. He's my favorite now. This tournament. And then when he plays for Man City, he can get stuffed. Back in return. Goes in the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Struff. Is long. And it's 1-1. 1-1. My president has more influence on FIFA than your president. Cool. Congrats. Do you want a medal or trophy or something? What do you want? Wait, what? Where are you from, though? Where are you from, Alex? Where are you from, though? Where are you from? Where are you from? Struff serves. What Premier League team do I support? I support Arsenal. 15 love. Oh, you're being sarcastic. That was okay. That was funny. 15 love. Why are they not completing this Zverev match first? Because they never do that. They never bring a match from yesterday to the first match today. It always is second on because they want to give the players that played yesterday more time to get ready for the match. It's just how it is. It always happens. And I called it yesterday and you should have listened. That goes out by Sinner. 30 love. 30 love. Her comment was on Mbappe's reply, worth reading. That's all I have to say. Okay. As the return goes out by Sinner, 40 love. Oh, okay, so she just said some like really dumb, stupid shit that nobody cares for. Anyways, that goes out to what a dumb comment. Oh, she said that person said a stupid comment. That's so dumb. Oh, Cam on board. Well, go outside and touch some grass. Right. Who is the football player that would be decent at tennis? None of them. Have you seen any other sports person trying to play tennis? They look terrible. They don't even know what they're doing. They're just crazy. None of them. None of the above. None of the above. Okay. 2-1. Sinner to serve. As the return goes in net by Struff. 15 love. Why aren't they closing the roof? Because it's not hot enough yet. $15 love. There's an 8-17, 30 love. 30 love. Serve again. By the way, Nando, I don't know why you're yelling at me to close the roof, because I don't press the button. I don't make the decisions. But why don't you be yelling at Instagram on Twitter at Wimbledon or something? Yell at Wimbledon, because they're the ones who make the decision. 40 love. Why aren't they closing the roof? I don't know. Do you want me to call Tim Henman? I don't have his number. It's going to be hard. 40 love. $40 love. And with a fault second serve. Serve to the backhand of Struff. 4 from Sinner. To the backhand of Struff for Sinner. 4 again, the back of Struff. And then Sinner with a volley in the nets. 40-15. Hey, Ravina, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Welcome. All right, that goes in there by Sinner again, 40-30. You are English like Wimbledon. Okay. 40-30. I'm Australian. I don't live anywhere near England, so thanks for 40-30. And as the backhand return goes into the backhand of Sinner, 4 from Struff. That's a great shot. Sinner gets there, but hits in the net, and Struff gets the deuce. All right. Struff gets the deuce. All right. Sinner with a serve, the backhand of Struff. Sinner with a backhand cross court. Struff goes passing shot in the net. Ooh, that was close. That goes over. It's a tough volley. As an Australian, I feel bad for you. But don't worry. Messi will do the damage for you. All right, whatever, bro. Advantage Sinner. What day is it? Tuesday, okay. Advantage Sinner as that goes out by Struff and Sinner holds 2-2. 2-all. All right, 2 games all. A little bit of trouble for Sinner, which is strange. Did not expect Struff to be doing well on returns. I think we all expected it to be him serving well, but those returns were decent. From 40 love as well, went to deuce. All right. $30 love. Struff serves again. There's an ace. 40 love. Great serve. $40 love. Struff serves the back of Sinner. Return goes back to Struff. Sinner back into the net. Struff holds. Super easy too. 3-2. 3-2. All right. Where are all the members at? Where are all the members at? Where are all the members at? All right, 3-2. Struff and Sinner's got the ice pack around his neck. Trying to keep cool out there. Oh, there we go. Hey, thank you, Scotty, for the 37 months. Appreciate it. There we go. Thank you, Justine, for the 25 months. Justin for the 25 months. Everyone's lurking. All the members are lurking and working. Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Hey, Peaches, thank you for the 49 months. All right. 3-2 Sinner is to serve. He's down 3-2 or 2-3. Struff has the lead. As it a point down the net from Sinner. Great return, Struff again. Love 15. Hey, thank you, Zero, for gifting someone a membership. And that lucky person is Francesco. And thank you, Peaches, for the 10 gifted. Hey, there you go. You all can thank Peaches and Zero for giving you all another free month. You saved $1. As we get a fault from Sinner. Second serve. Serving the back of Struff. Return goes forehand of Sinner. Struff with the pass. Sinner gets it back with a forehand into the forehand of Struff. Again to the forehand of Sinner, and then Struff shanks it wide. 15-0. $15-all. 15-all. Serve again from Sinner. Into the forehand of Struff. Return the forehand of Sinner. Struff. Into the backhand of Sinner is Struff. Forehand goes again. The backhand of Sinner to the backhand of Struff. The Sinner goes forehand up the line again. The backhand of Struff into the forehand of Sinner. Struff backhand cross. Sinner gets it back. Backhand again from Struff. Sinner gets that back as well as Struff forehand cross court. Sinner forehand again to the forehand of Struff. Again to the forehand of Sinner. As Struff forehand goes wide. It's one of the longest rallies we've had. I want to ask you, do you think that all 4 Grand Slams have a curfew, or why does Wimbledon have and the others don't? I feel like I've answered this question almost every day this week. Where have you been all week? This has been, Chad, I've definitely answered this question 100 times, right? Where have you been? Wimbledon has a curfew because in order for it to have a roof and when they wanted to build a roof, they had to ask to have a roof. And the local council said, if you want a roof, you need to stop matches at 11 because if you have a roof, that means you can play all night because they've got lights. And the council were like, we don't want you to play all night because of noise. So Wimbledon had to compromise. If you want a roof, you have to stop at 11. And if you don't stop at 11, you won't get a roof. And that's the compromise they made. The other Grand Slams didn't have that, don't have that pressure. They can stop whenever they want because that noise complaints is not a problem. So that's pretty much it. First time hearing about the curfew. Okay, well there's your answer. Back in a backhand rally as Sinner tries to level. Forehand again from Struff to the backhand of Sinner. Struff with a lovely volley, 40-30. But yeah, it's there so that it's there. They have a curfew because it's part of the deal they made with the locals. Because if they said no, we want to finish at 3 a.m, they would have said, well, you're not getting a fucking roof. It's like, well, we need a roof. All right, fine, we'll stop early. I like the curfew. I think the curfew is. I like the curfew. It adds a different element and fun to to the game. All right, deuce. It's not necessarily the noise for them in the courts. Well, it's not just the noise, it's also the people walking the streets, exactly. Like the thousands of people walking out of the stadium at midnight is not what, because Wimbledon's a small town. It's not a big, sprawling city. It's a small, dense village. So having thousands of people walk the streets after midnight is not what they want. And who can blame them? All right, advantage Sinner. Sinner tries to level. Sinner's definitely been in more trouble on serve here than Struff. Pegula and Gauff are on court, by the way. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Advantage Sinner. As the backhand goes into the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Struff. Again to the forehand of Sinner. Struff. Forehand goes in the net. 3-0. All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome. We've got quarterfinal day, and Wimbledon put everything on at the same time. So that's why we are watching, doing a double head of a quarterfinal day, which is super shitty. But Wimbledon don't care about our streams. They only care about how many people they can cram into the tournament late as possible. And right now, that is where we are. By the way, the semi-finals are on the same court, right? They're not on 2 different courts, are they? I don't think they do that, do they? I'm pretty sure the courts are the same. They put the semifinals on one court. They don't try and squeeze those every dollar out of those, do they? They're both on center court, thank God. 15 love Struff. Sinner has been in trouble on serve the last couple of games, or has had to work for his games in the last couple. There's been a forehand from Sinner into the forehand of Struff. Sinner with the backhand to the backhand of Struff. Sinner with the forehand again, the back of Struff. Sinner with the slice, Struff. Forehand cross court, Sinner lob. Goes long. 30 love. And Struff has held way easier. Big surprise so far at Wimbledon. Probably Ferry making the quarters, probably. Ferry having a good run. 30 love. And Struff serves again. Gula, by the way, only dropped the one set to this stage. Dropped a set to Jovic in the last round. We watched that match. It was really, really good. Really fun match, that one. 40 love Struff. God, he's untouchable on the serve at the moment. He serves a fault, second serve. All right, Struff holds. 4-3. Sinner's holding at deuce. And Struff is holding at love at the moment. 25 minutes played. Let's bet how many curfews we get this year. We already had one. I don't think we're going to get another one. Yeah, the guy that lives down the road. By the way, it was so funny. I watched his interview, and he called Federer the GOAT. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense why that person came in here asking me if I thought Federer was the GOAT. I was wondering what triggered a bunch of fans yesterday that would come in here and be like, oh, but Djokovic is the GOAT. It's like, yeah, of course he is. But Federer's not the GOAT. Yeah, I didn't say he was. Ferry said he was. And, obviously in an interview when Federer's sitting right there, of course he's going to compliment Novak, Roger Federer, who's sitting right in front of him. But it makes so much sense why those people are coming in and being like, but Djokovic is the GOAT. It's like, okay, what are you yelling at me for? I didn't say anything. He triggered them. All right, 4-3. As Sinner serves. Into the back and a Struff. Return to the forehand of Sinner. Sinner puts it away. 15 love. By the way, Gauff's hit 22 double faults this tournament. Pegula's only at 2. Man, crazy. All right, Sinner 15 love. Gauff's going to serve first. There goes the net from Struff, 30 love. Ferry said one of the GOATs. I'm pretty sure I heard him say I thought he said the GOAT. And when you've got I thought he said when you've got the greatest of all time sitting in front of you. Or when the greatest of all time is watching you. I thought he said I thought that's what I heard him say. But again, who can blame him? He's like, he just won a massive match. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's not going to be like, and of course he's going to compliment Roger. He's sitting right there. What are you going to be like? Oh, and the second greatest player of all time. You're not going to disrespect Roger like that. Did he say one of the GOATs? I swear I heard him say the greatest. 40 love. As Sinner serves. Into the backhand of Struff. Sinner with the backhand of the 4 to Struff. Struff hits a winner. 40-15. Now, Sinner's been up 40 love already in this match and gone to deuce. So, none of this is over. All right, Gauff and Pegula about to start. Gauff serving first. She serves a let. As the return gets the forehand of Gauff, backing up Pegula. Goes in the net. I'm going to have a listen then. I got to listen to what he said then. I swear I heard him say the greatest, and then that made me think, oh, that makes so much sense why people were getting so mad in the chat, because I had something to do with it. Because I wrote his speech. 40-30. All right, 40-30 Sinner. Chat, you're all a bunch of liars. You're all trying to gaslight me, thinking that I'm a crazy person that didn't hear what he said. He said, I used to come down here at Wimbledon all the time and watch, and then he said, probably the greatest player of all time. And get out of here. I know he said probably, but still, even that would annoy a lot of people. By the way, Sinner was up 40-11 and he gets the deuce again. What is going on with Sinner serving? Sinner is losing points. He said, coming to watch matches on this court. We've got probably one of the... He said probably... Hang on. Did he say one? Hang on. Let me double check. Probably the greatest player of all time. And he points at Roger. Like there's a debate. And that's why people get pissy at me for no reason. He said, we probably got the greatest player of all time watching in the front row. Yeah, chat, see, you're all trying to gaslight me. I know what I heard. All right, advantage Sinner. No wonder people coming in here getting all angry. Anyway, the show goes into the forehand of Sinner. Forehand now from Struff in the net, and Sinner survives. But again, Sinner goes from 40 love to deuce and then gets the game anyway. So he's just stuffing around, struffing around. All right, 4-all. By the way, he's had just the greatest moment of his career. Who's going to analyze his speech? Who cares? But like, yeah, I'm talking to the people that get mad at his speech. All right, 40-30 for Gauff, trying to get the first game. That goes the net by Coco, and it's deuce. Struff with a great serve. Okay, I tell you, Struff is not having trouble on serve at all. All right, 15 love. As Gauff hits a backhand in the net. All right, Pegula's got a break point here. First game. There's a forehand now from Sinner to the backhand of Struff. Backhand of Sinner. Again, the backhand of Struff. Sinner backhand again to the backhand of Struff. Sinner backhand again to the backhand of Struff. And Struff overhits it. And it's 15-0. Now Struff's going to get broken because I had to say something. 15-0. And Pegula breaks, by the way. First game. All right, 1-love Pegula. Good start. Terrible start by Coco. All right, return the forehand to Struff. Up the line at the back end of Sinner. Struff comes in with a forehand. And Sinner with a slice. Struff comes in with a volley. And hits in the net. That is so bad by Struff. God, he did so much good work at making Sinner stretch out wide. And then he misses the easiest volley. 15-30. Sinner's going to break him here now. I just might be one of the greatest humans to have ever lived. Yeah, but you also deduct points from narcissism. So you lost some points there. You got to let other people tell you that. Like say that to you, not you say it about yourself. That you're disqualified. 15-30. Has been aced out wide. 30-all. Big serve coming into the game for Struff. All right, 30-all by a beautiful passing shot by Pegula. As with a serve again from Struff. As the return goes out by Sinner. All right, advantage 40-30 Struff. (40-30) Struff. As he serves to stay in front. As he serves an ace. Nice Struff. A little bit of a tough game, but he gets out of it. And it's 5-4 Struff. Back to Sinner to serve to stay in it now. No breaks yet. All right, Pegula, 30-15. 30-15. As Pegula hits a lovely drop shot. 40-15. 40-15. Lovely drop shot by Pegula. She serves again. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes out by Gauff, and it's 2-love Pegula. Pegula has got the head-to-head record against Gauff as well, so that's in her favor. All right. 2-love Pegula. Two 0. No worries, Dutchy. 15-love Sinner, serving to stay in the set. Love 15, Coco. As it goes out by Pegula on the turn, 15-all. As the return goes in the net by Struff, 30-love. All right, 30-15 Gauff. (30-15) as we the back serve again from Gauff. As we fault. Second serve, Coco. As the back end return goes to the line from Pegula. What a pickup by Gauff! Oh, what a slice! She says sorry. She didn't mean it to be that good. What a pickup. 40-15. Great shot by Gauff. All right, Sinner holds 5-5. Beautiful pickup by Coco. All right, 4-15. As Pegula returns the front of Gauff. Gauff up the line at the back of Pegula. There's Gauff. Forehand in the net. 40-30. Pegula is a millionaire, so Coco should win. All right, love 15. I'm sorry to break it to you, but Coco's also a millionaire. So what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Now you don't know who to pick. Now you're lost, aren't you? All right, 2-1. Pegula has the break. Sinner first point, love 15. Struff serves in the front of Sinner. Struff with a volley. He's in the net. God, I tell you, Struff, for somebody who has a massive serve and you think would have a decent volley, his volleys are garbage. He does not know what to do at the net as much as he should. Like, he comes to the net and just fucks it up every time. Like, what are you doing? Love 30. He was slow to that one, so okay. But, like, you would think that, like, he's a big dude at the net, imposing figure. He makes so many volley errors. He's not good at the net. He's not as good as he should be. Or that maybe he's just... Today he's not so good. Love 30. Serve to the forehand of Sinner. Back into Struff in the net. Love 40. Love 40. Sinner to get the break. All right, Pegula with the break, 2-1. She's going to stare into the sun and try and serve. Love 40. Sinner to get the break. Served on the tee is an ace from Struff. One save, 15-40. All right, beautiful backhand winner by Pegula, 30 love. All right, another ace by Struff, 30-40. Great shot, Pegula. All right, 30 love Pegula. She serves the back of the Gauff. Return goes to the front of Pegula. Gauff. Forehand again to the front of Pegula. Gauff now with the backhand cross court. Pegula with a slice on the stretch. As Gauff. Backhand winner, 30-15. As Struff goes to the front of Sinner. Sinner hits a return winner. There's the break. Sinner gets the break. 6-5. And he'll serve for the set. All right. All right. As the return goes into the backhand of Pegula, up the line of the forehand of Gauff. Pegula backhand. Nope. Gauff hit it long. 40-15. Now we've got 4.5 matches to watch today. I feel like Jannik's starting showing more emotional reactions compared to 6 months ago. Yeah, I mean, he always celebrates like this. Like, he always has had that celebration, but maybe he's doing a little bit more now. Maybe he's a little bit more, he does shake his fist a bit. He's not yelling or anything, but he always did do that, like, stern fist bump. But maybe he's doing a little bit more because he's under more pressure now. You know? No, 6-5. Now there's Coco. Down 3-1, Pegula. Off to a good start here as she hits the forehand cross court. Gauff gets it back. Pegula backhand slice. Into the front of Gauff and Gauff in the net. Love 15. By the way, chat, if Pegula does win Wimbledon, is she the best American player of the 2020s? Or is it still Coco with 2 slams? Or is it somebody else? Because she's got a good record over Coco if she wins this match and goes on and wins the title. And I think the only thing holding us back from giving her that, well, she's the most consistent. Like, she is so consistent, Pegula. Like, she's been consistent since like 2021. And she's been I don't think she's dropped out of the top 5 for years. Like, maybe she dropped down to number 6 last year, maybe. I don't know. But she's been like top 5 at least for the last 4 years, 3 years. Like, I can't think of when she dropped down. Maybe through injury or something. But she is the most consistent for sure. I mean, 2 slams is better than 1. But I don't know. She's definitely, if she wins a slam, we've got to have a talk about her and Coco and who's the best player, best American of the last 5 years, her or Coco, right? All right, bad smash by Gauff. Just mistimed it. It's a decent lob by Pegula. Sinner's got 30 love, and then he hits the ball long. 30-15. As Gauff comes to the net again with a forehand, puts that away, 30-all. I feel like Pegula is kind of like she feels like the David Ferrer of this generation of women's tennis, right? She's so good, but she can't beat the best. Like, she can't beat the top of the top, and they stop her. Whereas Ferrer was the same, right? He would be like constantly number 5, but he could never get to the big show because there was people ahead of him that were just that much better. Pegula's better than a lot of players, but then she plays Sabalenka. Or she'll play Raducanu, right? Or she'll play Swiatek, maybe this a few years ago, right? And she'll just kind of like, they stop her. Or she'll play Coco in a final of something, and it'll be like, ah. Like, she's just got that, like, there's just a couple of players that are better than her and that are also consistent that get in her way. Otherwise, Pegula would be great. Like, she would have multiple slams. Anyway, Sinner holds, and he takes the first 7-5. But she's always there. Like, she's just always in that mix of, top 8, top 5. But she just comes up against the wrong players. But the good thing for her is that none of those players are around except for Coco at the moment. So if Pegula does win this, who would she rather play, though? That's the question, right? Would she do better against Osaka or Mukova? I reckon she'd probably rather play Mukova because Osaka's got experience. You don't want to play the player that knows how to win slam semis. You'd rather play against Mukova, who's got maybe a little bit shaky. She's still got to beat Gauff first. Anyways, first set. Not a good set by either guy. 7 winners, 10 errors by Sinner. And 8 winners, 14 errors by Struff. And Sinner wins at 7-5. Probably still Coco. I mean, Coco's got 2 slams. That it's hard to argue somebody who's got more slams. Plus, I think Coco's got more 1000s too, right? She's got, and the WTA finals. All right. But I feel like you gotta give Pegula the award for most consistent American over the last 5 years. If Gauff's the best, Pegula's the most consistent. As the return goes in the forehand of Pegula. Forehand from Gauff again, the forehand of Pegula. As Gauff, off the tape, is a winner. Love 15. Love 15. She has to win Wimbledon first before we can even have the conversation. But I feel like Pegula needs to get, if she wins a slam, I don't think any of us will be like, well, that was strange. We'll all be like, yeah, fair enough. She's been hanging around, the top of the game for a while, her winning a slam. She's one of the only players in the top 10 that doesn't have a slam that's been around as long as she has. in the top 10, and now she keeps losing points, so I'm going to shut the fuck up. Love 30. Benedict Cumberbatch is there. Do we have him on the list? Doctor Strange? Wait, is he actually on the list? No, we didn't put him on the list. We put Daniel Craig on the list because we're stupid. All right, love 30. Doctor Strange is there. Serve is a fault. As we return from Gauff, and then Pegula in the net. Love 40. By the way, to the person that said Osaka is not Japanese because she can't speak Japanese, her mum's Japanese. So technically, you're wrong. She's literally like, has a Japanese mum. So just because she doesn't speak the language does not mean that she is not Japanese. Oh, she just plays for them. No. Her mum's from Japan. Her mum's Japanese. Anyways, that goes now by Pegula, and it's 3-0. It's not just if you can speak the language. People can speak the language. Like, people can speak Japanese. Doesn't mean they're Japanese. You know what I mean? It depends on the heritage first, yeah. And I don't know if she doesn't speak Japanese, but you think she doesn't. So going off by what you said. All right, 15:30. Sinner wants that break. As we return now from Pegula and then Gauff in the net. Love 15. Anyways. Love 15. Not technically wrong. They're just plain wrong. Yeah. I mean, look. If your parents are from a certain country, then you're probably associated with that country through birth. So, yeah. Anyways, love 30. Pegula wants that break again. As with a fault second serve. There's Gauff double faults. Oh, love 40. Love 40. Pegula to get the break again. Sinner wants the break as well. 30-40. Backhand rally. Struff. Again to the back of the Sinner. Oh, Struff had a ball fall out his pocket. That's unlucky for Sinner because he was starting to win that point. Struff gets a first serve. So that can't happen twice. And that's just unlucky. The ball fell out his pocket. And Struff didn't even know it was what happened. So he didn't. That was totally accidental. All right, Pegula breaks again. 4-3. All right, 30-40. They're going to replay the point. If that accidentally happens again, he loses the point, though. You only get one warning for that. For if a ball falls out of your pocket during play. As we serve it wide, Sinner gets it back, but it's wide. Jeez, that is such a big difference. That is such a big difference from going from controlling on break point to getting that massive serve against you. All right, deuce. Cam, it's actually a real issue. I was born in Manila, but moved to the States when I was 2. I don't speak Tagalog, and my family and people in the Philippines tell me I'm not a real Filipino. Well, you got to take that up with them. What do you want me to do? I don't know what to do with that. You got to take that up with them. Sounds like a personal matter that I can't help with. Anyways, that goes in the net. Do you really think they're going to listen to some random guy on the internet? Probably not. If they don't listen to you, they're not going to listen to me. All right, One Love, Struff. Lucky Let. Lucky Let. 1-0 in the second. All right, 4-3. But that sucks. And it sucks to hear that your family don't consider you from the place that you were born. 15 love. As Pegula serves. Into the backhand of Gauff. Forehand from Pegula goes into the backhand of Gauff. As Pegula backhand again to the forehand of Gauff. Into the backhand of Pegula. Gauff. Backhand again. As Pegula goes into the forehand of Gauff. Pegula doing all the running. As he hits the forehand again to the forehand of Gauff. Up the line of the backhand of Pegula. Sliced. Gauff for the volley. Pegula with a lob. Gauff puts it away. 15-0. All right, Struff with a chip charge, but misses the volley again. Love 15. All right, 15-0 for Pegula. She serves a fault second serve. As the backhand goes into the forehand of Gauff. Forehand from Pegula again. The forehand of Gauff as it goes short. Pegula comes in with a slice. Gauff gets there though and puts it past her. 15-30. Nice hustle by Coco. 15-30. As Pegula serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes out by Gauff. 30-all. 30-all. As Sinner serves again at 30-15. As the return goes out by Struff, 40-15. As Pegula with the inside out forehand. Great shot. Gauff slices it back, but it's in the net. 40-30. Pegula. 30-40. By the way, why are we yapping about whether Osaka is Japanese? She's not even playing right now. Come back and we'll talk about that when she's playing, which is a crazy thing to talk about because she is. As with a forehand return, goes out by Gauff and it's 5-3. And Sinner holds 1-1. All right, 5-3. Pegula consolidates that break. Let's see if Gauff can serve and stay in this. Osaka comes on after Sinner. She'll play Mukova. There goes the net from Sinner, and it's 15 love. Benedict Cumberbatch is there. He's there every year. Why don't we have it on the bingo card? That was a no-brainer. I think we tried to be too smart with the bingo, and we picked obscure names because it sounded cool. We should have just picked the obvious names because we're not even close to getting bingo, and it's not fair. As with a forehand now in the net by Struff. We should have said Marvel actor. Superhero on TV, or something like that. English actor. By the way, Zendaya is not going to get out here because she's doing press for the Odyssey, and and Spider-Man, so I don't think she's going to make it to Wimbledon this year. So that was a stupid move, and I don't think Tom Holland's here either because he's also in the Odyssey, right? So I don't think we are going to see them here unless they come to London to do press. 30-15. Is it a backhand rally? Up the middle to the forehand of Gauff. Forehand out from Pegula again. The front of Gauff as Pegula backhand slice. Drop shot. Oh, it goes wide. Jeez, that was a good idea from Pegula, but just faded. 40-15. 15-30 here. Sinner. He wants to get that break. Why does Coco double fault so much? Because she usually hits a serve in the net or maybe goes out of the service box, and she does that twice. So if you hit the ball in the net twice on the serve in a row, it's called a double fault. And she does that. Or she'll hit the ball out, and then she'll hit one in the net, and that's a double fault as well, right? Because you have to hit in that square or that rectangle. So when she does that twice, she double faults. And that's why. 15-40. Great serve and volley from Gauff to hold the serve. 5-4. 5-4 Pegula. She goes serve for the set, and Sinner breaks. Struff with another arid volley. All right. Sinner with a set and a break. All right. Set and a break for Sinner. 1 hour played. Thanks for explaining why Coco double faults. Yeah, she double faults because she misses her serve. A lot. Specifically, twice in a row. And that means, you know what I mean? So that's the reason. She double faults because she misses her serve. All right. Pegula serve for the first set. Where's Tom Cruise? I got no idea. And that goes in the net from Pegula. Love 15. I have no idea where Tom Cruise is. Love 15. Pegula serve for the set. Which match is going to end first? The ladies' match. As a return goes wide by Gauff. 15-0. There's a backhand now from Struff on the volley, and then Sinner hits it out. Hey! Struff wins a net point. Yay! They definitely meant technically. Coco does not... Okay. All right. You gotta realize that I was just making a joke. But you had to make it all serious. And you ruined it. Anyway, it's 30-15. I think they meant technically, and then you gave an explanation. No. It was funnier when I said it. 30-15. You're explaining what No. The reason I'm not explaining why is because we have too much going on right now, and I can't go on a lecture about Coco Gauff's serve when I'm watching 2 matches at once. So we'll get to that later. Anyways, return goes into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand from Gauff. Up the line is wide. It's 40-15. But I know that they meant technically. I know that it didn't actually mean... They wanted a technical explanation. I understand that. I'm not that stupid. 40-15. Pegula has 2 set points. And she serves a fault. Second serve. Struff, by the way, 15-30. Chance to get back on serve. As Pegula serves again. Into the front of Gauff. Return goes to the front of Pegula. As Gauff in the net. Pegula 6-4 first set. She was the better player in that set. And she gets it done. 6-4. in, like, what, 30 minutes? 32 minutes, I think. 33 minutes. 34 minutes! God, so close. So close. Anyways, Sinner gets a 30-all. He tries to keep that break. Uh, 30-all. No, 30-all. 6 winners, 17 errors from Gauff, including 4 double faults. 3 winners and 6 errors from Pegula. Very, very good set from Pegula. Close. Like, just a very smart set by Pegula. Let Gauff make all the errors. You know, just let her miss everything, and then you just, you know, play solid on your side, and that's all you need to do. As Sinner hits a backhand wide, it's 30-40. Break point for Struff to get back on serve. First break point of the day for Struff. All right, 30-40. As we serve down to the forehand of Struff. Forehand from Sinner. Again, the forehand of Struff. Sinner with the backhand into the Struff forehand. As they go forehand to forehand. Sinner gets it back and goes long. And there's the break back. Struff breaks straight back. All right. 2-2. Was she knitting? Was that lady knitting? Or reading a book? I didn't see it. I saw it 2 seconds. It looked like she was knitting. It's too hot to have a sweater. 2-0. 19 minutes in the second set as well. There's no goats in men's tennis, only 3 kings. Not true. Not true. As with a fault second serve. There is a goat. As with a backhand now to the forehand of Sinner. Forehand now from Struff into the backhand Sinner. Sinner hits a wide. 15 love. $15 love. Let's see if Coco can regroup. 30 love for Struff. Here we go again. Oh no. As Struff 2-all, 30 love. Whoever got in the Osaka game? I'm going to go Osaka. I think I went Osaka in 3. Who watched the preview? One in the chat if you watched the preview videos. All the ones that I made. I made 7. Because I haven't got the last one to make yet. Backhand goes in the forehand of Struff. As Struff hits a winner, 40 love. All right. As Struff backhand goes wide, and it's 40-15. I watched all the previews of the quarterfinals. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, 40-15 Struff. As he serves a fault. Second serve. What time did I get up? I got up at 6 p.m. The crack of sunset. There's a backhand inside out wide by Struff, 40-30. Also, Pegula's got 15-30. Chance here to get the break. As Gauff in the net, 15-40. Big chance to get the break. 15-40. All right, 15-40. Struff. He holds 3-2. Gauff saves 1. 30-40. Good serve. All right, serving to the backhand of Pegula. Backhand it from Gauff into the front of Pegula as Gauff gets to deuce. Pegula overhits it. Mount Everest is not as busy as it has been, probably because it's just too hot. Nobody wants to go sit on a hill in 50-degree weather. All right, deuce. As that goes out by Pegula. Advantage Gauff. No, actually, I lied. Mount Everest is kind of going off. There's a lot of people there. As Gauff serves again. A fault second serve. As with a forehand from Pegula. That's too good. Back to deuce. Are you tired, Cam? No. Not yet. All right, deuce as Gauff serves again. A fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Pegula. Return goes forehand of Gauff. Pegula backhand slice. Gauff with the backhand volley. Pegula puts up a lob. It's going to go in. And then backhand from Gauff into the forehand of Pegula. Gauff. Backhand passing shot. Winner. Advantage Coco. Good hustle to get the first game of the second. New score feature. What do you mean? Well, this one. It's been like this for the whole tournament. But it might be new to chat. Eala's out. Wait, what? What do you mean? I thought we were watching her tomorrow. And as it goes out from Pegula, and it's 1-love Gauff in the second. What do you mean Eala's out? She's playing tomorrow against Kostruck, right? Right? Chat. She's playing tomorrow, right? She's playing tomorrow. She won, right? It was all a dream. She's playing tomorrow, right? Right? Anyways, 15 all. Sinner serving. And he serves a let. All right, backhand lob by Sinner. Struff with a volley, but Sinner's there with a forehand. Struff volleys it back. Sinner with a forehand. Again to the forehand volley of Struff. It's a winner. What? How? All right. 15-30. All right, 15-30. Chance for Struff to get the break and lead in the second. Okay. 15-30. As he serves in the forehand of Struff. Forehand from Sinner to the forehand of Struff. The Sinner forehand again. Goes deep into the forehand of Struff. Sinner. Again with the forehand to the forehand of Struff. Sinner again with the forehand. Into the Struff forehand. Up the line of the backhand is Sinner, but no. Struff overhit it. 30-all. All right, 40-15 here for Pegula. All right, 40-30 on both courts. As Pegula with the backhand. Is a drop shot. Gauff's going to get it. And put it away. Deuce. As Sinner back up the line. And a passing shot winner by Struff. And we get Deuce on that court as well. All right. Deuce on both courts. There's a fault from Pegula. Second serve. Serving to the back end of Gauff. Return is nice. The back end of Pegula is Gauff. In the net with a backhand. Advantage Pegula and advantage Sinner with a good serve. All right. Sinner serves. A fault. Pegula serves. And the return goes out by Gauff. All right, 1-1. Pegula holds. Was that Stan Smith in the box for Pegula? No. It might have been. Was it? Was that Stan Smith? Mustache at the back? Was that the guy with the mustache? That was Stan Smith, right? Right? Chat, back me up on this. Stan Smith is Team Pegula. Am I right? That was him, right? It's hard to tell. He was wearing glasses and a hat, but he had a big mustache. And I'm like, that's Stan Smith. He has a mustache. Looked like Stan Smith for that 3 seconds I saw of the clip. All right, Deuce. Sinner still not out of trouble. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It looks like him. Okay. I dare everyone to swear in chat. You better not. Hey, you better not. Anyways, good serve. Sinner advantage. Advantage Sinner to level this second set. As he serves again, Sinner. Sam Smith, the singer. No. Sam Smith, the American Grand Slam champion. Now at advantage Sinner. There's a backhand return from Struff goes out. And it's 3-all in the second. All right, 15-all here, Gauff as she tries to stay in front. 4-4 rally. There's Gauff with a volley in the net. 15-30. We're looking for that second set break. Stan Smith. Yeah, I said Stan Smith, didn't I? Stan Smith, not Sam Smith. Sam Smith's she's a British player / commentator. There's Sam Smith, the singer. There's Sam Smith, the British commentator. And then there's Stan Smith, the Hall of Fame tennis legend. And then there's Will Smith, who played, he's an actor, and he played Serena's dad in a movie. All right, 30-all. As Gauff tries to stay in front in the second set. As we serve again from Coco. As with a double fault from Gauff, 30-40. These double faults just come at the worst times. It's never a good time to hit a double fault. All right, 30-40. As we get a fault, second serve Gauff. Struff holds 4-3 in the second. As we serve now the forehand of Pegula. Return goes short in the forehand of Gauff. Pegula pass. Gauff for the volley winner. She survives. Deuce. All right. Deuce. As we don't ace down the tee from Coco. That's better. Advantage Gauff. Advantage Gauff. 126 mile an hour serve. Wait, hang on. What? Was that a 200 and... Hang on. Was that a 200 kilometer hour serve? Go for the smash. Was that a 200k serve by Coco? What the hell? That's got to be one of the biggest serves we've ever seen. What did I say? 120 what? 120 gigahertz. Gigawatts. All right. Gauff holds 2-1. It's one of the biggest serves of the week. 126. There's no way that was 126. That is one of the biggest serves in women's history if that's 126. 202k? ...202 kilometers an hour. We'll put that up as one of the fastest serves in women's history. Gauff's fastest serve is 206, though. But that's not far away. Jesus. All right. Coco serving big. That's crazy. 126 is crazy. That's huge. All right, 15-love Sinner. All right, Sinner 30-love. By the way, chat, you want a funny stat? So since 2003, which was 23 years ago, only 6 men have won Wimbledon. In the last 6 years, 6 ladies have won Wimbledon. True story. As Pegula hits a lovely winner, 15-love. A Sinner 40-love. As Pegula serves 15-love. First serve is... Can I name them? Yeah, Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Murray, Nadal, and Federer. As with a 4-4 rally, 40-love Sinner. As with a backhand slice from Struff. Slice from Sinner is good, but the Struff volley is better. 40-15. All right, 30 love Pegula. Good serve down the tee. 40 love. On the women's side, who have the last 6 champions been? All right, let's go backwards. Starting with last year. As with a 40 love. So we've got Swiatek, Vondrousova, Krejcikova, Vondrousova, Barty, Rebecca Barty, and Halep. All right, nice hitting from Pegula, 2-2. It is Stan Smith. Or a guy that looks like him. 15 love. I remember watching that 2019 final where Halep destroyed Serena. It was crazy. It was a crazy final. The level of Halep that day was insane. And then we watched the Barty final when she beat Pliskova and was the first Australian in 20 years to win Wimbledon. All right. 30 love Struff. She serves again. He says a fault. Second serve. As return goes the forehand of Struff. Struff in the net. 30-15. The next 3 are also different names. Was it Kerber, Muguruza? Was it Kerber? No, was it Kvitova? Kerber, Kvitova, Muguruza, or Kerber, Kvitova, Serena? I think it was Kvitova, right? Kerber, Kvitova, Serena, or it was Muguruza? Because Kvitova won 2 Wimbledons. I can't remember the second one. All right. Nice hitting from Sinner, 30-0. He doesn't want to give Struff a tiebreak. 40 love for Gauff. As Gauff holds, 3-2. Struff serves, 30-0. A fault. Second serve. As with a 4-4 rally, Struff hit it out though. And it's 30-40. Sinner with the break point. Yeah, so it was Kerber, Muguruza, Serena. And then Kvitova won in 2014. There we go. 30-40. Good serve, Struff. We get the deuce. I'll tell you what, there are some ladies out there that have made some crazy ass Wimbledon hats. And I appreciate it. That took a lot of effort to make that crazy hat. That is a crazy hat, and I appreciate it. It's a nice hat. Looks good. A lot of effort was put in. You can't AI that. You could probably try and 3D print it, but you couldn't make it from, you couldn't print it off as an AI piece of, or you could, it would look like shit though. All right. Deuce. That goes out by Sinner, advantage Struff. Struff to stay in front in the second. As Pegula hits in the net, 15 all. 1 hour played for the ladies. And at a 4-4 rally. Sinner hits it wide, and it's 5-4 Struff. He stays in front. Okay, 15-0 as Pegula serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the front of Pegula, and then slice from Gauff. And then a great pickup by Pegula. 30-15. (30-15). Serve again. As it a 4-4 rally. And Gauff hits it long. 40-15. What's my favorite Michael Jackson song? I like Prince. All right. Nice serving, Pegula. 3-all. 3-all. Sinner, love 15. Hang on. Love 15. Love 15. And Sinner serves again. Have you always been a night owl or a morning person? Night owl. Night owl. 15-all. (15-all). And Sinner serves again. Nice. 30-15. Is there usually a bit of time between matches on center court, maybe 30-minute break? Are they back-to-back? They're usually back-to-back with probably about a 10-minute break, I would say. So, yeah, plan accordingly. There's not a 30-minute delay. There's a bit of a... It's pretty... They're basically back-to-back. Probably have 10 minutes between. Anyways, good hitting from Struff. 30-all. Sinner's in trouble. Sinner might let this slip here. 30-all. That's Pegula. Love 15. Gauff hits in the net. Love 30. Pegula looking for that break. Serve is a fault from Sinner. Second serve. I think he thought it was an ace. He expected an ace. Nice hitting from Coco. 15-30. All right, second serve. Sinner. Into the back of Struff. Return goes into the back of Sinner. Struff came to the net. And Sinner missed the pass. Sneak attack by Struff. 30-40. And he's got a set point. All right, Struff to try and take the second. That was a great attack. He hit the backhand up the line and then ran to the net. Sinner didn't think he was going there. Smart by Struff. 30-40. Struff to take the second. Serving to the back of Struff. Return the net. Sinner survives with a big serve. Who would have thought? Deuce. So Coco's in trouble here. 30-all. Now she hits a great serve. 40-30. 122 miles an hour serves. Coco is serving massive today. The second ace of the day. Huge ace. 40-30. Sinner with another ace. Advantage. Advantage Sinner. To level this second set. As Gauff serves. And the return goes to the front of Gauff. In comes Pegula. Gauff with a pass. Pegula with a drop volley in the net. Nice hold by Gauff. 4-3. 4-3. Where are the 15K viewers? Hey, you're right. What the hell? Where the hell is everybody? What the hell? I told you, Chad, I'm not getting out of bed for less than 10,000 people. There's only 3,000, which sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud. Sit holds. 5-all. As to the backhand, into the backhand of Sinner. Forehand from Struff. Into the forehand of Sinner is Struff. Forehand in the net, love 15. They're all at work. Oh, okay. Love 15. Struff serves again. Love 15 is going to serve again. There's a point now from Struff. He's a winner. 15-all. It's far from 17K, Cam. Oh. Okay. So I should probably not stream unless there's 17,000 people here. Okay. I'll remember that for tomorrow. As Gauff comes to the net. Pegula puts up a lob. And with a smash from Gauff. Love 15. Love 15. 15-all here, Struff. Easy serves. Into the forehand of Sinner. Back into Struff to the back of Sinner. Sinner in the net. Weird shot. 30-15. 30-15. Oh, that's weird. Had you been timed out 43 times? That's crazy. 43 times. How'd that happen? All right, love 30 here. Coco. A chance to break and serve at the second. And so goes in the net by Struff. 30-all. Chance for Sinner to maybe get this break and serve for the second like he did in the first. All right, love 34. Gauff. As the return goes in from Gauff. Pegula with a slice. Into the back and a Gauff, but it's out by Pegula. Love 40. Break points for Coco. As Struff serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Sinner. Return. Into the forehand of Struff, and he puts away the winner. Lovely shot. 40-30. All right, Pegula serves a fault. Second serve. All right, and Gauff does break. Pegula in trouble now. 5-3. 5-3. Coco to take the second here. As Struff with an ace, he gets to 6-5 this time. No break this time, chat. Okay, Coco serving for the second. And Sinner serving to stay in the second. As Coco serves a fault, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Pegula. Return goes to front of Gauff. Pegula. Forehand again, the front of Gauff, and Gauff in the net. No one cares about WTA. Can you focus on ATP, please? Yeah, look. There are more people watching the Gauff-Pegula match than the Sinner match right now, so I'm going to focus on that for now. Don't worry, we'll come back and watch Sinner when he comes back off the chair. He's just sitting in a chair right now. He's sitting in a chair with an ice pack around his neck. And Coco serves a big serve. 15-0. 15-0. As Gauff serves again. Into the forehand of Pegula. Volley from Gauff is good. Pegula with a great lob. Gauff can't get it. 15-30. Great lob. All right, Sinner's going to serve to stay in the second. Sinner serves. An ace. 15-love. As Gauff serves the back of Pegula. Pegula hits it out. 30-all. 30-all. As the return goes into the net by Pegula. All right, 40-30. Don't like to say this. Neither of these two should win the title. This is rubbish. Okay, then why'd you say it? 40-30. I don't like cauliflower, so I don't eat it. You don't like to say this, but you said it. You know, you didn't have to. 40-30. As Gauff serves. An ace down the tee. We're going three. We're going three. Good fight back from Coco in the second. And we're going to a third to decide the first semi-finalist. Nice serve from Coco, finishing the set with an ace. There we go. All right, 6-3 Gauff in the second. This is a proper quarterfinal now. Sinner at 15-0. Remember, Struff had a set point at 5-4 or 4-5. Great serve, Coco. Pegula looked like she was just about to start running away with that set as well. And Coco fights back. No breaks to serve against Coco. Only the one break in that set. Very clean. 9 winners, 8 errors by Gauff. 6 winners, 8 errors by Pegula. A couple of double faults each, but yeah, no breaks of serve against Coco in that one. And she won 84% of first serve points as well. Very nice by Coco. And 3 aces too. And she served like the biggest serve of the tournament at like 200 million kilometers. Anyway, Sinner, 40-15. Serve is a fault. Second serve. As the backhand return goes the backhand of Struff. Up the line of the forehand of Sinner. And Struff with the forehand again to the forehand of Sinner. Struff with the backhand. Cross court. Sinner gets it, but hits it wide as he tries to go up the line with his backhand. All right, 40-30. And Sinner serves again. Serve is a let. Serve again. Is an ace down the tee. All right, we're going to tiebreak. 6-0. Hey, look, we thought we'd get one tiebreak, right? Sinner and Struff are always going to play one tiebreak. Who's winning the tiebreak? Who's winning the tiebreak? Pegula, by the way, 30-love first game of this final set. who you got winning the tiebreak. By the way, don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 311k by the end of the tournament. As the return goes into the back of Pegula, Pegula goes wide, 30-15. Seven four Sinner, Struff, Struff, Struff. Sinner, Sinner, Struff. 7-4, 6, 7-2, 7-3, 7-5. All right, forehand goes into the backhand of Pegula. That's a good shot, Pegula. Gauff puts a slice into the net. It's 4-15. All right, one love Struff. As Sinner serves. Into the backhand of Struff. Return goes in the net. And it's 1-all. That's definitely Stan Smith, former Wimbledon champion and Hall of Fame member. All right, 1-1. Sinner serves again. As Pegula holds one love in the third. That goes out by Struff on the return. 2-1 Sinner. 2-1 Sinner. Struff serves. Into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand from Struff. To the backhand of Sinner. Struff backhand again. The backhand of Sinner. Into the backhand of Struff. And Struff in the net. 3-1 Sinner. As Gauff serves an ace down the tee. 15 love. Great serve. All right, serve again. And a volley from Struff. No, half volley. Sinner with a lob, but not good enough. Struff puts away the easy volley the second time. 3-2 Sinner. 3-2 Sinner. As he serves again. Three, 2. As that goes the net by Struff. Sinner with a shake of the fist. 4-2. As Pegula, it's a great return. Gauff hits it wide. 15-30. All right, 4-2 Sinner with the mini break. Coco hits an ace, 30-all. All right, Sinner serves again. An ace out wide. 5-2 Sinner. But Struff's got the serve. 5-2. Ken, would you like an AI version of your channel so you could take more days off? No. As that goes the net by Sinner, 5-3. 5-3. As that goes the net by Sinner, it's 5-4. I like doing this. So, like, an AI version of this, so I could get more... What would I do? I like doing this. This is fun. I enjoy watching tennis matches. I didn't start this channel for any other reason but to watch tennis matches with other people. Why would I replace myself with a bot so I can go and rest? I'd be watching this anyway, alone and bored like I was before I started the channel. 5-4. So no. I'd rather sit here and watch tennis matches and talk about it all day. Yeah. Go play golf? What, at midnight? 6-4. So the answer is no. Also, you guys would hate to talk to a bot. Imagine, that would be shit. That'd be so boring. 6-4 Sinner. To take the 2-sets-to-love lead. As Pegula is a lovely backhand winner. Deuce. And Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Sinner. As the return from Struff goes out. Sinner's got a 2-sets-to-love lead. Hasn't been easy. It has not been easy. But Sinner gets the 2-sets-to-love lead. He had to save a set point as well along the way. Sinner leads 2-sets-to-love in this quarterfinal. All right, deuce again. Coco just trying to get on the board as Pegula hits it out in the return. Advantage Gauff. Advantage Gauff. All right, 9 aces from Sinner in that set. Okay. All right, return goes into the forehand of Gauff. Pegula backhand slice. Into the net, 1-1. Gauff holds. The long set, that one as well. 1-1. Cam, how did you and your wife, what's the origin story? Yeah, I met her on a train. Anyways, 1-1. As Pegula serves. Into the forehand of Gauff. Return goes into the backhand of Pegula. Gauff with the forehand slice. As we have a backhand again from Pegula. Gauff on the stretch with a slice again. But it goes long. 15 love. A train. Yeah, sure, why not? 15 love. I met her on a train. As we just served down the tee. Into the forehand of Gauff as Pegula gets the forehand, but Gauff hits the backhand winner away. And it's 15 all. $15 all. $15 all. All right, 15:30. Gauff with a chance to break. Now, I met her on a train. I was going to Vienna, and she was going to Paris. And then, as the my train was about to get off at Vienna, and she was going to stay. But then I'm like, "Come on, you can hang out with me. My plane leaves in the morning." And then she got off the train, and we hung out in Vienna for an entire night. And then I had to leave the next day. Anyways, good volley for Gauff. 15:40 to get the break here in the third. All right, 15:40. As Pegula serves. Into the slice of Gauff. Backhand out from Pegula. Gauff with the pass. Pegula with the drop volley. Goes wide. Gauff breaks. 2-1 in the third. Coco breaks first. 2-1. All right. Gauff gets the first break of the final set. All right. And Struff's coming back in the bathroom. The scoreboard is still not the same. Still 2 sets of love for Sinner, but he'll try and change that. Coco's back. Well, it's still early. It's still early. A break this early in the third is not a guaranteed semi-final yet. She has to hold 4 times, and we know how that can go. You and your wife, it's the most romantic story I've ever heard. That's not bad, eh? All right. Gauff got the break, though. Final set, 2-1. Can she hold it? Two, 1. All right. Let's see if Struff can fight back here. But Sinner's serving first in the third set. Everybody in the crowd is baking. All right, serve into the backhand of Pegula. Return goes in front of Gauff. There's Pegula with a slice in the net. 15, love. Chat, which match is going to finish first? 1 in the chat if you think it's going to be the ladies' match. 2 in the chat if you think it's going to be the men's match. Which match ends first? Obviously, the ladies have a 3-game lead, but which match finishes first? 1 for the ladies, 2 for the men. Which match ends first? Gauff goes to 30, love. 1 for the ladies, 2 for the men. Which one? $30, love. This train story is why I fly. Yeah, but it's also why you're single and alone. 40, love. As Gauff serves again. Everybody's thinking the ladies' match. Well, look, that would make sense. It is almost halfway through the third. Anyways, backhand into the volley of Gauff, but Pegula's going to get there with a pass. Gauff with the volley. Pegula with a slice. Oh, Gauff almost gets it, but unfortunately not. 40-15. 40-15. Nice hitting from Pegula, but still 40-15 for Coco. Sinner serving first in the third. 15, love. A bit of slice now into the forehand of Gauff, and Gauff, it's a passing shot winner. It's 3-1 Coco, final set. As Sinner gets to 30, love. 30, love. As Sinner serves. Into the backhand of Struff. Sinner with the forehand up the line. Struff with the backhand on the stretch. Sinner cross-court forehand. Struff gets that back with a forehand into the forehand of Sinner. Again to the forehand of Struff. Struff in the net. 40, love. As Coco 3-1. Pegula has to hold here to keep pressure on. As the backhand goes up the line to the forehand of Gauff. Forehand from Pegula. Again to the forehand of Gauff. It's Pegula. Hits a cross-court forehand long. Coco hit the tape and got a little lucky, and Pegula completely messed that up. I was going to say fuck that up, but I just didn't want to swear. Love 15. As Pegula serves again. As a bit of serve into the forehand of Gauff. Return goes in the forehand of Pegula. Gauff with the pass. Oh, landed in! Pegula left it with such confidence. Love 30. She had the volley and she left it anyway. Bad mistake by Pegula. Oh, that landed in by a mile. What was that? All right, Coco, love 30 to get the double break. Serve. Down the tee. Slice return goes in the net by Gauff. 15-30. 15-30. Sinner holds 1-love in the third. As Pegula serves in the form of Gauff. Return goes out. 30-all. 30-all. Who do you want to win the World Cup now that Australia's out? England. 30-all. As Pegula serves into the form of Gauff. Gauff hit it long. 40-30. 40-30. Seven to the backhand. Gauff hits it wide. And Pegula holds 3-2. All right. Gauff's got the break. Pegula sticking around. USA didn't even show up last night. Yeah. Yep, they didn't show up at all. 30-15. Oh, sucks. Woo. 30-15. Good serve from Struff. 40-15. And so the backhand return into the backhand of Struff, and then up goes a lob by Sinner. Struff runs back with a forehand, but hits it long, and it's 40-30. I keep seeing that the meme of the Mexican coach telling the English player "fuck you," and then he laughs. I love that. Every time I see it, I think that's the funniest thing ever. But he like calls the guy out and he's like, "Fuck you," and then he's like, "Ha ha ha." I'm like, that is the best moment of the World Cup. Him and Haaland have been the best parts of the World Cup. All right, 40-30. Struff to hold. Good serve. 1-1 in the third. All right, Pegula. She's got to break back if she's going to keep this alive. Coco has to hold if she's going to get to the semis. This is where the 4-4 rally. Pegula again to the forehand of Gauff. And Gauff hit it long. 15-all. My teeth hurt. Yeah, I'm not a dentist. 15-all. Can't help you. 15-all. As the backhand return goes in the backhand of Gauff. Great shot, Coco. Great shot. 30-15. 30-15. There's a default from Gauff. Second serve. As we get a double fault Gauff. 30-all. All. 7 double faults for Coco. She can't be hitting him now. 30-all. As the return goes into the forehand of Gauff, sliced to the backhand of Pegula, backhand of Gauff. Get to the backhand of Pegula. There's Gauff backhand to backhand with Pegula. Now the forehand from Gauff. To the back of Pegula. There's Gauff up the line. Pegula goes cross court with a forehand. Gauff gets it back with a forehand into the backhand of Pegula. There's Gauff forehand cross court. Pegula gets it back on the stretch. Then Coco up the line. Pegula backhand again. Slice from Gauff's good. Pegula can't get it. Nice hustle by Coco. 40-30. She was just a little bit quicker. 40-30 Coco. Great play. That might be one of the rallies of the match. If not the rally of the match. I'll tell you, Pegula with great defense up until the last shot. But then Coco, beautiful. She meant to hit that drop shot. That wasn't an accident. That wasn't a slice that went short. That was a proper drop shot. All right, 40-30. Sinner's at 15-30. I'd tell you, this is the sloppy performance by Sinner. Struff is playing some good shots, but Sinner is not really putting the foot down. As it a forehand out of the backhand of Pegula. Backhand from Gauff into the forehand of Pegula. As Gauff with the forehand up the line goes long, and we get the deuce. All right, 15-30, Sinner. He serves into the forehand of Struff. Return goes the forehand of Sinner. Struff. Forehand in the net. 30-all. I don't really know what to make of this performance by Sinner in relation to playing Djokovic, for example, because Struff is playing, like, he's serving big Struff, which is helping him, but on the he's winning return games, like he's winning return points, Struff, which is not going to be good against Djokovic for Sinner, right? Like, if Struff can win return points, then Djokovic can win return points. We're just going to see how Nole looks today. I think if Djokovic gets through in straights today, and this is the Sinner that shows up in the semis, we got a match. Great serve, Sinner, 40-30. 40-30 is Coco with a passing shot, but Pegula volleys that one away. And Pegula gets a break-back point. Great volley. Serve in the backhand of Pegula, forehand from Gauff. And the net, we're back on serve. It's 3-3 in the final set. Pegula breaks back, and her coaches are going crazy, except for Stan Smith. It is him. I'm pretty sure it's him. All right, 3-all. Pegula breaks back. And Sinner just hits a ridiculous drop shot. 2-1. All right, Sinner leads 2-1 in the third. All right, back to Pegula. Serving to take the lead. By the way, we've got 2.5 matches more after this. Straight after this ladies' match, we've got the resumption of Zverev versus Lehechka, which we watched yesterday, which we'll finish today. And then after that is Djokovic. And then after the Sinner match, we've got Mukova Osaka, which is a rematch of the match that we got robbed of last week in Bad Berg. So we sort of get what we didn't get last week, which is fun. As that goes out by Pegula, and it's love 15. Love 15. As Pegula serves again. Big game, this one. Big game. Love 15 as we serve now the forehand of Gauff. Back into Pegula. Into the backhand of Gauff. It's Pegula with a forehand. Into the forehand of Gauff as they go forehand to forehand down the middle. And then Pegula goes to the backhand of Gauff on the stretch with a slice. Now Pegula with a forehand cross court. Gauff gets it. Goes up the line. Pegula slice lob. In comes Gauff. Straight to Pegula, who puts up a very high lob. But it's long. Love 30. Nice play by Gauff. Love 30. Chance for Coco to get the break straight away again. Get it back straight away. All right. Let's draw for the backhand in the net. Love 15. As Pegula serves. Into the backhand of Gauff. Return goes to front of Pegula. Gauff. Backhand again to the front of Pegula. Gauff gets the point. Love 40. Pegula overhit it. Love 40. Coco Gauff. To take the break again. Struff serves an ace, 15-0. All right. Pegula serves again. Into the backhand of Gauff. Return is into the front of Pegula. Pegula in the net. Gauff breaks again. 4-3. And Coco leads for I think most of the set she's had the lead. Pegula hasn't been able to hold. All right. 30-all. Struff trying to level this third set. It hits a forehand long. 15-30. 15-30. Sinner wants that break. All right, Gauff She's already had the break in this set and gave it away. Can she consolidate? All right, 15-30. Struff serves. A let. Hey, Judy Murray's there. Why do we have her on the bingo list? She was always going to be there. Backhand return goes long from Sinner, and it's 30-all. All right, 30-all. Struff serves again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving the corner Sinner. Corner from Struff to the backhand of Sinner. Is Struff backhand to the backhand of Sinner. Struff just hanging in. And Sinner with a forehand cross court. Struff slices it back. Sinner forehand again. Struff with a pass. No good. 30-40 Sinner. Chance to break. All right, 4-3 Coco. Final set as we had a backhand rally. And then a backhand in the net by Pegula. It's 15-love. Love. 30-40. Sinner with the break point. To take the break in the third. Struff serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sinner. Return goes to the forehand of Struff. Sinner. Forehand again to the forehand of Struff. Sinner forehand again. Goes up the line and long, and we get to deuce. Sinner makes the error. All right, deuce. Struff survives. 15-all Coco. There are two types of people in this world. There are winners and there are Pegulas. Yeah, look, mate, she won the birth lottery, so I don't know what you think that's so funny. She already won when she was born, mate. All right, 15-30. Great backhand Pegula. Doesn't matter what happens in this match. She won. 15-30. To get back on serve here, Pegula. We know that Coco's serve is not a guarantee. As long as this match is going. Great serve, though, there from Gauff. That's better. 30-all. All right, advantage Struff. All right, 30-all. 30-all. As Gauff serves. Fault. Oh, no. Not like this. Second serve. Is in to the backhand of Pegula. Gauff with the forehand. Into the forehand of Pegula on the stretch. In the net from Pegula. 40-30 Gauff. Good. Second serve. Struff trying to level. That's a great shot. No, it's not. It's wide. Ugh. Okay. All right. Sinner gets back to deuce. Double fault incoming. No. No. Not today. 40-30. There's a fault. Second serve. By the way, to the guy in the chat that's saying Djokovic isn't playing, shut up. He's playing later. He's not playing right now. He's playing later, though. As we get a backhand return from Pegula. Backhand from Gauff on the stretch. Pegula up the line, but Gauff's quick. Gets it with a slice. Pegula comes to the net. Gauff for the pass. Pegula half volley. Pick up. Gauff for the slice now. As Pegula with a lob. Gauff lets it bounce. Lands in. We're back on the baseline. As Pegula with the backhand cross court. Gauff for the drop shot. Pegula gets it. And hits a wide, I think. Oh, just missed. Gauff holds 5-3. What a great rally. Pegula just missed it wide. All right, 5-3. That was a great lob by Pegula. And then Gauff with a beautiful drop shot, but gave Pegula a chance, and she missed it. All right, Struff holds 2-0. All right, Pegula serving to stay in the match. Why couldn't this be 5 sets, chat? Huh? Is that too much to ask? Why couldn't Pegula Gauff play 5? They haven't even played 2 hours yet. You think they can't play 2 more sets? You're dreaming. Of course they can play 2 more sets. What a great match this is. As that goes wide by Gauff, 15 love. By the way, you know Coco could play 5 hours. She doesn't get a chance to show off how fit she actually is. That's the thing with on the WTA, right? Everyone just goes, "Oh, well, they can't play 5 sets." You go, "Well, we don't know that because they haven't played 5." But it would show off so much athleticism. Like Coco's one of the she's a machine, and so is Pegula. But they don't get a chance to play those 3-4 hour matches and prove that. You know, it'd be awesome. Just semi-finals onwards. I'm not asking for much. Semi-finals, final of Grand Slams, and then they'll be happy. Just easy. Come on now. Yes, I'm greedy. I want more tennis. All right, Jesus. forward rally. As Pegula again to the fort of Gauff, but Pegula hit it long. 30-15. All right, 40 love for Sinner. 30-15 for Pegula. As Pegula serves again. A fault. Second serve. As Sinner gets the 3-2 in the third. All right, serve in the back of the Gauff. Return goes into the front of Pegula. Pegula in the net. Oh no. Now it's getting real sketchy for Pegula. 30-all. 2 points away, Gauff, from the semis of Wimbledon, which will complete the set of semi-finals because she's made the semis of every other slam. 30-all. Pegula serves into the back of the Gauff. Return goes into the front of Pegula as Gauff. Forehand again to the front of Pegula, who goes up the line and misses. Match point for Coco Gauff. 30-40. To get to the semi-finals of Wimbledon. The tournament that she broke out at in 2019. It's been her worst tournament since then. Serve. Into the front of Gauff. Now backhand goes into the back of Pegula. Up the line to the front of Gauff. As Pegula. Backhand. No good. Coco's into the semis. 6-3 in the third. She just shrugs her shoulders like, how did I do that? How am I in the semis of Wimbledon? She knocks out Pegula. Another missed opportunity for Pegula. A big missed opportunity. She's had a lot of them at Wimbledon. But Coco wins through. And she's into the semis. Wow. GG's. Great win for Coco. For somebody before this week hadn't won on grass in 2 years, is now one of the 4 players left to win the whole thing. It's kind of like Swiatek last year. No one thought Swiatek was going to win Wimbledon last year. Or at least not many people did. There was a lot more players in front of her that thought, yeah, Raducanu, Sabalenka, all these other players. Gauff was kind of like that here. We weren't talking about Coco winning Wimbledon. We're talking about everybody else. Right? We're talking about Svitolina. We're talking about Mukova. We're talking about Sabalenka, Raducanu. Noskova, right? Coco, we weren't talking about Coco. And now she's into the semis. And she'll take on either Osaka or Mukova, who are coming up after this Sinner match. And we're going to watch all of that, so don't worry. Great win. Against somebody she doesn't have a good record against either. 3-5. Great win. Love 15 for Sinner. Now Coco's made the semifinals of every slam. All right, love 30. Double fault for Struff. Love 30. But I tell you, missed opportunity for Pegula. She has been to the quarterfinals where there's a winnable match. This is another winnable match, right? This was definitely hers to lose, this match. And unfortunately, she lost it. I love 30. We do have Zverev coming up against Lehechka. I'm going to watch the resumption of that and finish that match off from yesterday before Djokovic comes on. Your predictions are not very good. Are you Mr. Perfect, are you? I'm sorry I can't live up to your standards. As we had a 4 now passing shot from Sinner, but Struff with a lovely volley, 15-30. 15-30. Lovely volley from Struff. $15-30. Still a chance here for Sinner, though, to get this break in the third. As we serve again. Here's a fault from Struff. Second serve. Bagula is old. She's like 32. What are you talking about? All right. Nice serving Struff. 30-all. That's what's kept him in. 30-all. Now remember, the women's semi-finals are on Thursday. So tomorrow's matches have to play the next day. Today, they get a day off tomorrow, and then the semis on Thursday. Great serve from Struff again. 40-30. 40-30. Struff holds. 3-all. 3-all. 138 mile an hour serve as well. Jeez. Sure, why not? Sure. All right, 3-all. Thanks again for the amazing commentary. No worries. We're going to merge the streams in a bit at the end of this game, so make sure you jump on over here if you want to keep watching the Sinner versus Struff match. We're going to have Zverev come up as well. Congrats to Gauff. Oh, yeah. I mean, Gauff is 2 matches away from getting 3 out of 4 slams. Out of the, for the set, right? For the career slam. She can win the Australian Open. We've seen she came close. She made the semis a few years back. I mean, she could win all 4 Grand Slams, Coco Gauff, in her career. Wimbledon was always going to be the one. And it's kind of like Swiatek. Wimbledon's was the one that, maybe it was least likely. But Coco was not far off winning this Wimbledon. She can beat Mukovic. She can beat Osaka. And then down the bottom half of the draw is, Paolini, who has been in some trouble, right? Noskova and Kostruk, who have never been to the big dance. Same with Mertens. So, I mean, Gauff, Gauff's got a massive chance of winning her 3rd slam at a third different surface as well. As Struff with the forehand goes to the back and Sinner on the stretch. Sinner hits it out. 15-all. Like, winning the surface slam, right, is also a massive deal. I mean, Swiatek's done it already. It would be fun to go to the Australian Open with 2 players trying to win their career slam with Swiatek and Gauff. And then they're playing the final of the Australian Open. That'd be fun. Hey, Lilia, thank you for gifting a membership. Appreciate it. All 4 before 23. I mean, yeah, we all forget that Coco, she's been around forever, but she's not old, right? She's still just getting started. 4-hand winner from Sinner, 30-15. 35th. $30-15. Sinner serves again. First serve is a fault. Serve again. Into the back into Struff. Return the fault to Sinner. Sinner hits it out. What is he doing, Sinner? So sloppy today. I mean, look, Struff's putting pressure on him. 30-all. All right, 30 all. By the way, can Coco be number one if she wins? We haven't spoken about that. Is she? No, she can't be. No. I'm getting a little excited. No, she can't be number one if she wins, but she can be number 3 and close the gap. She's still a long way back behind Sabalenka, but Sabalenka's got a lot of points to lose, though, so maybe Coco wins Wimbledon. Number 1 might be up for grabs after the US Open as that goes in the net by Struff, 40-30. This is the first time on your channel. Lovely coverage and passionate commentary. I'm staying. Hey, thank you for staying. Appreciate that. 40-30. Yeah, you can call me a lot of things, but you can't call me unenthusiastic. 40-30. Sinner serves. An ace. All right. Sinner holds. He's got 4-3 in this set. Now, we have so much stuff going on at the moment, so jump on over. If you want to keep watching Sinner versus Struff, we've got the other ladies' quarterfinal coming up after this match. So make sure you stick around if you want to see who Gauff plays in the semis. But Gauff is in the semis, and she is going to take on either Muchova or Osaka. She beats Pegula in 3, comes back from a set down again, and now she's in the Wimbledon semis for the first time ever. Coco Gauff, 4-6, 6-3, 6-3. She'll take on somebody. I don't know. We have to find out. All right. Good win by Coco. I know I picked Pegula because I'm like, oh, well, it'd be cool to get Pegula getting a slam, but I'll tell you, Coco winning this slam would also make this make things very fun. We got Zverev taking on Lehechka to finish that match. If Lehechka came back to win, that'd be kind of nutty. Not gonna lie, that'd be kind of insane. All right, 4-3 Sinner. He is not far off making the semis himself. And then, of course, we've got Djokovic taking on FAA to end today's match schedule. And then tomorrow we've got all the other matches that we haven't down the bottom half of the draw. All right. As Struff with a lovely volley. There's love 15. Love 15. Sorry, 15 love. Struff serves again. And comes in with a slice, but hits it wide. 15 all. $15 all. Serve again from Struff is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Struff, and Struff misses up the line. 15-30. $15-30. Chance for Sinner to get this break and then serve for the match. This could be over very, very soon. All right, 15-30. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're just getting started. So much going on today. As a default from Struff, second serve. This is the way that they do these quarterfinals is so shitty. How they put them on at the same time, but it also means that it ends like this match. Today is like a tornado. And then all of a sudden, it's like over. It's like 5 hours of insane tennis and then over. It's crazy. Anyway, it's 15:40 Sinner. 15:40 to take the break and serve the match. Of course, we've got Djokovic versus FAA later. It should be a lot of fun. There's a bit of fault from Struff. Second serve. As Struff serves a let on the second serve. And he serves again. Into the forehand, Sinner return. Goes into the back of Struff. And then Struff comes to the net. Sinner puts it in the net. Saves one. 30-40. 30-40. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes back on Struff. Sinner back up the line. Struff gets up the slice. Sinner. Forehand inside out. Struff puts up a lob. But it goes long. There's the break. All right. Sinner's going to serve for the match. Too easy. Or is it? We don't know. We'll find out. So Zverev taking on Lehechka is about to begin as well. Or finish. Well, we'll see. We might finish, might not finish. If Lehechka wins this third set, we've got a game. All right. Sinner serving for the match. All right, and he does get the first point, 15-love. $15-love. As we get a return now into the back end of Sinner, and that goes out by Struff. All right, 30-love. $30-love. As we default second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Struff. Great return. Slice from Sinner. Goes wide. Nice attack from Struff. 30-15. $30-15. 2 points away, Sinner. Two points away. 7 to the forehand is an ace, or near an ace. It hit the top of the racket of Struff, but result was the same. And it's match point, Sinner, 40-15. To get into the semi-finals again, Sinner. I don't know how many times he's been there, but he'll be there again. 40-15, defending champion serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of the Struff. Return goes long. Sinner wins. He's into the semis. Wasn't easy. Probably tougher than maybe he thought, especially on the serves. I mean, on the returns, because Struff was actually returning pretty well. Sinner was obviously going to have to serve well. Struff was always going to push him to breakers, but I don't know. It was weird. Some of those games when he was up 40-love, 40-15, he was giving back the breaks. It's weird. It's just weird. But he gets it through, and he is into the last four again. Is Jannik Sinner. GG's. All right. So now we have Mukova taking on Osaka, and of course we've got the rest of the Zverev versus Lehechka match, which we have to watch as well, which are all coming up next. But solid win. You know, did what he had to do, yeah? Won the match in straight sets on a hot day, right? It didn't look like fatigue. He was just getting beaten on some of those returns. Struff was putting on that pressure, but in the end, it wasn't enough for Struff. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. We're almost at 500 likes as well. Appreciate that. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. And yeah, we've got the double headers continue because we've got Osaka taking on Mukova. And we've also got Lehechka versus Zverev, the second part. So it's all to happen. And then Djokovic versus FAA, which I'm really keen on. I mean, I'm intrigued by. I don't know what's going to happen in that one, but I'm intrigued. Sinner will need a bigger boat against Djokovic. Yeah, well, we'll see how Djokovic plays, right? Because if Djokovic has to play a long, dragged-out match, then you say advantage Sinner. But if Djokovic gets through in straights and looks really crispy against FAA, he did beat him at Wimbledon, at the Australian Open, did Djokovic. So it really does depend on what happens in the next match with Djokovic versus FAA to really know what, or really figure out what chance Djokovic has, right? Sinner hasn't looked amazing this week. He has looked vulnerable. You know, so he hasn't been super impressive, Sinner. There's been opportunities for his opponent, so will Sinner play the winner of Nole FAA? Yes, he will. He will play the winner of Nole and FAA, who are coming up after this Zverev match. Which for Mukova, a big win. And Mukova versus Osaka is coming up soon as well. We'll keep up with all of it. I hope FAA beats Djokovic. I want FAA to reach a semi of Wimbledon. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to jump over to Zverev Lehechka, which they're about to come back out on court for the first time since last night when they were unfortunately stopped by the curfew, the dreaded curfew. So I'll chuck you over to there. I'm going to go refill my tea, and we'll be back to watch the resumption of that match and the other matches that are at play. But solid win. Sinner gets it done in straight sets, 7-5, 7-6, 6-3. He is in to the semifinals yet again. We'll find who he's going to play in a little bit, but jump on over and we'll see what Zverev and Lehechka can do.